God says, you're not worthless. You have purpose. You're not alone. I am with you. I love you. 1212. I am grateful for the opportunities and blessings that comes my way this August. God says, it is not a sin to have anxiety or depression. Don't believe that lie. Depression and anxiety is a real disorder that affects your chemicals in the brain, which you have no control over. However, pray to me always, and I will help you manage your disorders. I love you. 666. I listen to my inner voice and trust myself to know what's best for me. God says, I don't want you to seek revenge. Revenge your soul, and the only person happy about it is the devil. Don't make the devil happy. I love you. I'll restore you. I love you. 1010. I can easily handle whatever comes my way. God says, you need to stop beating yourself down each time you fail. Your identity should not be based on success. Rather, it should be based on me. You are greater than your failures and success. Keep your head up. I love you. 2222. I radiate positivity energy and create the life that I want. God says, everyone is facing their own battles every day. Please encourage one another. Life is too short to bring others down. I love you. 777. The universe is saying to you today, it's time to get excited again. I am going to surprise you. Unexpected blessings are coming your way. Let go of the stress and trust me. I am going to rock your world. Get ready. Type yes and like to affirm. God says, go to sleep. I heard your prayers. I love you. 333. 3 days from now, you will clearly understand. That delay in your plan was the protection of God. His love. He is near to you. All the time. He is guiding you. Here and now. Type yes if you believe. God says, I know that at times it can be hard to believe in yourself. But remember that I created you with so much potential. If other people can do it, you can too. I believe in you. I love you. 8888. Very soon you will be promoted to a massively good place for you. You will experience so much happiness that everyone around you will be filled with joy and faith. Be receptive. Be ready. Type yes to receive. God says, be careful, sin will never disguise itself as horrible. It will look beautiful and gratifying. Pray to me and ask me for help to overcome that sin. I will help you uncover sin and will deliver you. I love you. 333. The universe will do something amazing for you and a lot of opportunities will appear out of nowhere into your life. The blessings you are receiving are massive. Type 333 if you believe. God says, it doesn't hurt to try. I know that you are capable of doing so much. I created you. I created you with power, self-control, and authority. I believe in you. I love you. 7777. Trust the universe. The wait is over. Something amazing is coming for you. Raise your vibration and let it flow. Your blessings are on the way. Type yes if you believe. God says, You made it through a new week. You are strong, brave, and courageous. I love you. 444. It is time to be rich, happy, and successful. Money flows to you freely and endlessly. God says, be careful. Sin disguises itself as the most beautiful thing. It starts by catching your attention and proceeds by wrapping itself slowly around you until it has trapped you completely. Pray to me, I will save you. 444. The universe wants you to be happy, so it is going to send you a miracle today. Are you ready? Type 444 if you're ready. God says, you can't let what others have done to you control how you treat others around you. Not everyone has bad intentions towards you. Not everyone wants to bring you down. Talk to me more, and I will help you discern the good and bad things in your life. I love you. 555. The universe is saying to you today, it's time to get excited again. I am going to surprise you. Unexpected blessings are coming your way. Let go of the stress and trust me. I am going to rock your world. Get ready. Type 555 if you agree. God says, I know how hard it was for you to pull yourself out of your dark situation. I know the toll that it took on you mentally. I am happy for you because you trusted me and together we got through it. I love you. 1717. Somebody needs to start packing some boxes. Your address is about to change. Better days are coming. God says, believe that Jesus is Lord and that I raised him from the dead and you will be saved. 999. Your time is coming. It's about to happen for you and you can feel it. So, many blessings are near. Believing, keep praying and watch your life change for the better. Type yes if you believe. God says, doesn't it feel as if I don't love you sometimes because of the circumstances that you face in life? I understand why you would feel that way. But I want to tell you that your thinking is wrong. I love you unconditionally and I desire the very best for you. I'm here for you and I'll never stop loving you. 444. If you read this, an explosion of success is right around the corner. An endless amount of financial abundance and love is coming your way. God messages today. In the journey of life, we all face moments of loss and disappointment. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a job, or a cherished dream, such experiences can leave us feeling empty and uncertain about the future. However, God's promises assure us that loss is not the end of our story. In the scriptures, it is written, I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. This verse reminds us that God is a restorer. He has the power to replenish and replace what was lost, often in ways we could never have imagined. God's restoration is not just about returning to the way things were, but about bringing us to a place of greater abundance and fulfillment. When we trust in God's plan, we open ourselves to receiving blessings that exceed our expectations. This process may take time, and it may not always be easy to see the bigger picture when we are in the midst of our trials. Yet, faith calls us to believe in the unseen and to trust that God's timing and methods are perfect. Loss often comes with pain and grief, emotions that are natural and necessary to process. God understands our pain and walks with us through it. And Jesus said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." This comfort is not just a temporary reprieve from sorrow, but a profound peace that comes from knowing that God is with us. He provides the strength to move forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. As we journey through healing, it's important to recognize that God's plans often include times of preparation. These periods allow us to grow, to learn, and to become more aligned with His will. What may seem like a delay is often God's way of preparing us for something greater. Assures us, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." In God's perfect timing, He will lift us up, renewing our spirits and leading us to new beginnings. It's common to struggle with understanding why certain losses occur, especially when they seem unfair or senseless. In these moments, it's crucial to hold on to faith and remember that God's ways are higher than our ways. Not always understand His plans, but we can trust that He is sovereign and that He loves us deeply. God's providence means that He sees the entire picture of our lives, including the past, present, and future. He knows what we need and when we need it. When we surrender our desires and fears to Him, we open ourselves to His guidance and reminds us, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Even in our darkest hours, God is at work, orchestrating events in our favor. As we move forward, it's important to remain open to the new blessings God has in store. Sometimes, we are so focused on what we have lost that we overlook the new opportunities and gifts that are being placed in our path. God often uses our losses to redirect us towards something better, something that aligns more closely with His purpose for our lives. Embracing the new requires a mindset of gratitude and a willingness to let go of the past. Encourages us, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. This means actively seeking out the good in every situation and trusting that God's gifts are always good and perfect. Finally, it's essential to walk in hope and expectation. Hope is a powerful force that sustains us through difficult times and propels us towards a brighter future. God's promises are a source of hope, reminding us that no matter what we face, He is with us and He is for us. Offers a powerful promise, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This verse assures us that God's plans are always for our good. Even when we cannot see the way forward, we can be confident that He is leading us towards a future filled with hope. In times of loss and uncertainty, it's natural to feel overwhelmed and unsure of the future. However, God's promises provide us with a foundation of hope and assurance. He is a God of restoration, healing, and providence, always working for our good and leading us to new blessings. As we trust in Him and remain open to His guidance, we can rest assured that He will replace what we have lost with something far better, exceeding our greatest expectations. Remember, the journey of faith is not just about receiving blessings, but about becoming closer to God, growing in our understanding of His love, and aligning ourselves with His will. As we walk this path, we can be confident that God is with us every step of the way, leading us towards a future filled with hope, joy, and abundant blessings. In every step we take, in every breath we breathe, there is a divine presence guiding us. Life may sometimes feel like a labyrinth of challenges and trials, but remember, these are the moments where we are sculpted into our true selves. God walks with us through the darkest valleys, illuminating the path with His unwavering light. There is no trial too great, no burden too heavy, that God cannot help us bear. It is in these trials that we find our strength, our faith, and our resilience. When we encounter wickedness or face adversity, it is easy to feel disheartened. Yet, we must remember that God's justice is perfect and His timing is impeccable. Those who walk in darkness will not remain in the shadows forever. The truth will always come to light. God sees all, knows all, and in His wisdom, He will set all things right. As we walk our path, let us trust in His plan, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. In the grand tapestry of life, seasons change, and so do we. There are seasons of sowing and seasons of reaping, seasons of drought and seasons of abundant harvest. Just as the earth experiences cycles of renewal, so too do our spirits. When life feels stagnant or our hearts grow weary, it is a reminder that a new season is on the horizon. God promises that He will renew our strength, that He will breathe life into our weary bones, and that He will bring forth new beginnings. Do not despair in moments of hardship or uncertainty. These are the times when God is closest, working behind the scenes to bring about a greater good. The night may be long and the darkness deep, but dawn is always just around the corner. Trust in the promise of God's renewal. Just as the morning sun disperses the night's shadows, so too will God's light dispel the darkness in our lives. Have faith, for a flourishing finish awaits, crafted by the hands of the divine. Faith is not merely a belief in things unseen, it is the very foundation upon which we build our lives. It is the trust that despite our current circumstances, there is a higher power at work, orchestrating a grander plan. In moments of doubt, we must anchor ourselves in faith, believing that God is in control and that His plans for us are good. Even when we do not understand the why or the how, faith calls us to trust in God's wisdom and timing. There will be times when it seems that wickedness prevails, when injustice goes unpunished, and when good deeds seem unrewarded. In these moments, remember that God's timing is not our timing, and His ways are not our ways. He sees the bigger picture and knows the end from the beginning. What may seem like a delay is often a divine setup for something far greater than we can imagine. Trust in the process, and believe that God will bring about justice and righteousness in due time. No one is beyond the reach of God's grace. No matter how far we may stray, how many mistakes we make, or how deeply we fall, God's love and mercy are always available to us. He is a God of second chances, of new beginnings, and of endless opportunities for redemption. When we repent and turn back to Him, He welcomes us with open arms, ready to restore and renew us. In a world where people often judge and condemn, God offers forgiveness and grace. He sees the potential in every soul and believes in our ability to change and grow. Let us not be quick to judge others or ourselves, but instead extend the same grace and compassion that God offers us. Remember, every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. God's redemptive power can transform even the darkest situations into testimonies of His goodness and love. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to feel disconnected or overwhelmed. Yet, in the quiet moments, we can find solace in the assurance of God's presence. He is with us always, a constant companion through every joy and sorrow. We are never alone, for God's Spirit dwells within us, offering comfort, guidance, and peace. Take time each day to connect with God, to listen for His voice, and to rest in His presence. In the stillness, you will find the strength to face whatever comes your way. God's presence is a refuge, a place of safety and security amidst the storms of life. Trust in this divine companionship, and let it be a source of unwavering strength and courage. Life is a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns. We may have plans and dreams, but sometimes things do not go as we expect. In these moments, it is important to remember that God's plan is greater than our own. His ways are higher, and His wisdom surpasses our understanding. Even when life takes unexpected turns, trust that God is leading you towards your destiny. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every closed door is an opportunity for a new one to open. God knows the desires of your heart, and He is faithful to fulfill them in ways that exceed your expectations. Embrace the journey with all its uncertainties, and know that God is working all things together for your good. He has a perfect plan, and His timing is impeccable. Trust in Him and watch as He unfolds a beautiful future before you. We are not meant to walk this journey of faith alone. God places us in communities to support, encourage, and uplift one another. In times of joy, we share in each other's celebrations, and in times of sorrow, we bear each other's burdens. This communal aspect of faith is a gift, reminding us that we are part of something greater than ourselves. Cherish the relationships you have and seek to build new ones. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and help you grow in your faith. Together, we can accomplish far more than we ever could alone. In times of difficulty, lean on your community, and in times of blessing, be a source of support for others. This interconnectedness is a reflection of God's love and His desire for us to live in harmony and unity. At the heart of the Christian faith is the call to love and serve others. Jesus taught us that the greatest commandment is to love God and to love our neighbors as ourselves. This love is not just a feeling, but an action, a commitment to serve, to give, and to uplift those around us. In a world that often emphasizes self-interest and individualism, this call to selfless love and service stands out as a powerful testimony of God's love. We are called to be the hands and feet of Jesus, bringing hope and healing to a hurting world. Whether through small acts of kindness or larger gestures of service, we have the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of others. As we do so, we reflect the heart of God and become a living testament to His love. Prayer is a powerful tool that connects us with the divine. It is a means of communicating with God, of expressing our desires, our fears, our gratitude, and our hopes. Through prayer, we align ourselves with God's will and open ourselves to His guidance and blessings. Never underestimate the power of a simple prayer. It can bring peace in times of turmoil, clarity in times of confusion, and strength in times of weakness. Prayer is not just about asking for what we need, but also about listening and being attuned to God's voice. It is a way of building a personal relationship with Him, of growing in faith, and of experiencing His presence in our daily lives. In the midst of life's storms, remember that God is your anchor. He is the rock on which you can stand, the shelter that shields you from the winds of doubt and fear. Even when the waves seem overwhelming, His love is steadfast and His promises are true. Hold fast to your faith, for God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail for your good. Trust in Him, and you will find peace that surpasses understanding. Every day is a new opportunity to experience God's grace and love. No matter what yesterday held, today is a fresh start. Let go of past mistakes and worries, and embrace the new mercies that God provides each morning. He is with you, guiding your steps and lighting your path. As you journey through the day, remember that God's plans for you are good, filled with hope and a future. Walk in His light and spread His love to those around you. God's timing is perfect, even when it feels like your prayers are unanswered. He knows the desires of your heart and the plans He has for you. In moments of waiting, trust that He is preparing something beautiful for your life. The waiting period is not wasted, it's a time of growth and preparation. Keep your faith strong and your heart open to God's leading. He will fulfill His promises in His perfect timing, bringing blessings beyond what you can imagine. When you feel overwhelmed and burdened, remember that you don't have to carry your struggles alone. God invites you to cast your cares upon Him because He cares for you. He is your refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. In moments of weakness, His strength is made perfect. Lean on Him, and you will find rest for your soul. His yoke is easy, and his burden is light. Surrender your worries to him and experience his peace. God's love for you is unconditional and unchanging. No matter what you've done or where you've been, his arms are always open to welcome you back. You are his beloved child, precious in his sight. His love is a firm foundation that cannot be shaken. In times of doubt, remember that nothing can separate you from the love of God. He is for you, not against you, and he is working all things together for your good. Embrace his love and let it transform your life. In our life's journey, we often encounter moments where our desires and plans seem thwarted, leading to feelings of frustration, confusion, and even despair. Yet, within these moments of closed doors and detours, there's a profound spiritual insight to be found. If God blocked it, stop chasing it. This phrase speaks to the deeper understanding that not every path we choose is meant to be traveled, and not every desire aligns with our ultimate good or purpose. The notion that a higher power, often conceptualized as God, intervenes in our lives to redirect us or protect us is a central theme in many spiritual traditions. It's a call to trust in the divine plan, even when it conflicts with our own desires. The concept of divine intervention suggests that there are forces beyond our comprehension and control that influence the course of our lives. In religious contexts, God is often seen as omniscient, omnipotent, and omnibenevolent, qualities that imply a profound wisdom and love guiding the universe. When we say, "If God blocked it, stop chasing it," we're acknowledging that there might be reasons beyond our understanding for why certain opportunities are withheld from us. Faith plays a crucial role in navigating these moments of disappointment and redirection. It involves trusting that there is a greater plan at work, even if it's not immediately apparent. This trust isn't passive resignation, but an active embrace of uncertainty, coupled with the belief that the divine has our best interests at heart. This faith is not blind. It often grows from a place of deep personal experience and spiritual reflection. One of the significant challenges in spiritual growth is learning to let go of attachments to specific outcomes. We often become so fixated on our plans and desires that we can't see the bigger picture. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on dreams or ambitions, but rather releasing the need to control how and when they manifest. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and being open to new possibilities that might be more aligned with our true purpose. When a door closes, it's easy to become discouraged or feel rejected. However, these moments can be opportunities for redirection. A blocked path may mean that there's something better suited for us, something we couldn't have seen or appreciated if we were stuck on our original plan. This redirection can come in many forms: a different career path, a new relationship, or an unexpected opportunity that leads to personal growth. To navigate these challenges, spiritual discernment becomes essential. This involves quieting the mind, tuning into one's inner wisdom, and seeking guidance through prayer, meditation, or other spiritual practices. It's about listening for the still, small voice within that offers clarity and direction. Discernment helps us differentiate between a closed door that indicates a redirection and a challenge that requires perseverance. Patience is another critical aspect of understanding divine timing. In our fast-paced world, we often expect immediate results and quick fixes. However, spiritual growth and the unfolding of our life's purpose require time. Patience allows us to trust in the process and remain open to what the future holds, even if it doesn't unfold according to our timetable. Building resilience is crucial when facing blocked paths. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from setbacks, but also about adapting and thriving despite challenges. It involves cultivating a mindset that views obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. This resilience is often fortified by a deep spiritual foundation that provides strength and perspective. One of the humbling aspects of spirituality is acknowledging the mystery of divine wisdom. There are aspects of life and the universe that are beyond human comprehension. This mystery doesn't diminish our capacity for understanding, but invites us into a deeper relationship with the unknown. It's a reminder that we are part of a larger tapestry of existence, woven with threads of experiences, lessons, and growth. Navigating life's challenges, especially when faced with blocked paths, is often made more manageable with the support of a community. Engaging with others who share similar spiritual beliefs can provide encouragement, perspective, and a sense of belonging. Community support can be found in places of worship, spiritual study groups, or informal gatherings of like-minded individuals. Blocked paths often prompt deep personal reflection. They invite us to examine our motivations, values, and the deeper desires of our hearts. This introspection can lead to significant personal growth, helping us to align more closely with our true selves and our spiritual path. It's an opportunity to shed old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve us and embrace a more authentic way of being. Cultivating gratitude, even in the face of disappointment, can transform our experience. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, from closed doors to the possibilities that lie ahead. Gratitude helps us maintain a balanced perspective, recognizing that every experience, whether perceived as good or bad, contributes to our growth.